waiting like waiting in line, and you don't get in. No weights in no hole, and the weight of the game is breaking your soul. Keep changing your game, playing the role. Keep telling my family short like Tolkien readers. Let it linger hard to pick up teeth with broken fingers, and I humble myself till I was hollow inside. But no more, I get this zipper, you can swallow my pride.
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke reporting on the sidelines. It's East versus West here in Milwaukee. The Bucks hope to put on a show for this home crowd. This the first chance to take a look at the Nuggets this season. Home court advantage played a part in last year's season series. Each team took their home game in a 1-1 split.
In their meetings last year, they split the season series. Happens a fair amount between teams from the East and West.
And, you know, when you only see a team twice a year, Greg, it's hard to really get a good understanding of who they are or a good feel for them. And oftentimes that can lead to a series split.
Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. They've got Jonas Valanciunas. Aflalo is out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Caron Butler. And it's Cousins in at the 4 slot.
Guys, he's got the length to get to the rim, and when he gets there, you never see a clumsy or awkward finish out of him. Everything is smooth and fluid.
And Brook Lopez, guys, started the season as the starting center for the Nets last year, but it didn't end up that way.
And Valanciunas penetrating. There's the feed to Schroeder. Cousins. The shot is off. Great D that time from Davis. Curry is inside. He's guarded by Schroeder. The shot by Carroll, no good. On defense, Milwaukee. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Davis again. Valanciunas. Back to Aflalo. On the clock. From the baseline. No good from Valanciunas.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Iguodala dishes to Curry. Shoots the 3. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. For Denver, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Schroeder passes to Valanciunas. Dishes to Schroeder. In the corner, Aflalo with it. A 3-pointer, no good.
And he made sure not to just draw the foul. That was good defense out on the perimeter.
Very good. He's a thinking man's defender. Knows how to bother even the best shooters without being overly aggressive.
Curry kicks to Davis.
Plain one-hand flush. I love it.
Clark, I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike.
Yeah, the one hand lets you get up higher.
No doubt about it. At least it looks like that from this angle.
Shot on the wing. That's short off the rim.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Feeds it to Curry. Back to Davis. It's Curry with the drive. The Nuggets trailed by 3. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Schroeder kicks to Cousins. Looking to end the drought. Lopez grabs the board.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Igagol2 kicks to Davis. Curry attacking. Can't hit. Some solid defense from Butler. On the pass to Valanciunas. On the wing of Flalo. Carroll covering. Flalo dishes to Valanciunas. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Here's Butler. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot before second violation. And the Bucks with some changes. Ilyasova comes in for Davis. And Lance Stevenson subbed in for DeMar Carroll. Big group substitution here for Denver. Kevin Garnett is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Morrow comes in for Butler. Crabs checked in for Aaron Aflalo. And Brian Roberts subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. And Roberts kicks to Morrow. Iguodala with the steal. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. And the basket good.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Now, here's Cousins. Five on the clock. Half the pass to Cousins. To halt the run. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And the Bucks making a change here. Bucks leading by 5.
You know, last season, DeMarcus Cousins had several triple-doubles, but with Cousins, he would have 20-plus rebounds to go along with some for a big man. For any man, as a matter of fact.
Exum's shot is off. The Nuggets trailed by 5. Morrow dishes to Roberts. At the elbow, it's Cousins. He kicks to Garnett. Pass to Crab. Gets to the corner and buries it. And for Cousins, those 20-20-10 triple-doubles are an incredibly rare feat. First time, in fact, that we've seen that in the NBA since 2010.
And he was the first big man since the great Wilt Chamberlain to do it in back-to-back games. So Cousins is one of the rare big men who can do it all and has displayed that multiple times last season.
Kraft kicks to Cousins. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the chain.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know, he doesn't miss too many open looks like that. Guys, you know, you're not going to hit that shot too often. That's high risk.
.23 seconds left to play in the first quarter. The dish to Crab. Stolen by Stevenson. Second shot opportunity. Can't get it to go. And that does it for the first quarter. Bucks lead by 6. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And we welcome you back. Glad to have you with us as more basketball is on the way. During the break, the players getting refueled with Gatorade. They're looking amped up and ready to get going once again. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Well, they've dictated tempo with their defense and been able to force some turnovers.
Yeah, and, you know, they've also done a good job, Greg, on their end of the floor by not throwing the ball away.
Taking a look at the Nuggets. Garnett out there with Anthony Morrow. Then it's Allen Crabbe. Then there's Brian Roberts. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5 down low. Now here's Valanciunas. Looking for his first basket so in this one. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And putting in the work on the boards, and it's paying off with chances like that.
And Gia, he does put in the work. You're right. It's why he's on the finishing end of one putback slam after another.
Well, his effort has never been a question mark. He is an incredibly self-motivated player.
Curry passes to Stevenson. Stevenson missing again.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Roberts dishes to Valanciunas. Here's Roberts, guarded by Curry. And Roberts kicks to Garnett. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Outside Curry. He feeds it to Ilyasova. And it comes off the front of the rim. The Nuggets trail. Here's Roberts. Passes it to Garnett.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Brook Lopez is checked in for Milwaukee. Davis comes in for Ilyasova. Butler, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Brian Roberts. Butler on the way. To the paint. And here's the fast break. Carroll leading the way. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And that goes out of bounds. Last touch by Carroll.
And you know what? Just a little too much heat on that pass for him to come up with the steal.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that was going to be a tough catch for either one of them.
Andre Iguodala is checked in for Lance Stevenson. And Denver with a change here, too. Aflalo's checked in. Garnett wide open. He nails it, and we're tied up. Garnett's got his second basket of the night. After a rookie season in which he really struggled, Dennis Schroeder made big strides last year.
Yeah, I think pretty much dramatic improvements across the board, Kevin. Really a most improved candidate for sure. He solidified that reserve unit for the Hawks, in my opinion.
Pass to Garnett. On the wing of Flalo. Valanciunas with a screen on Iguodala. Kicks it to Valanciunas. And he gets it to go. Valanciunas has got it all tied up now for Denver.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
What handles? He broke the D down to the ground with that move.
Here's Schroeder following the basket by Stephen Curry. The kick outside to Butler. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That's on Brook Lopez. And for Caron Butler, came into the league as a hard-nosed defender, good rebounder for a small forward. But it seems like as he matured, Greg, he became more of a three-point marksman.
Great point. And you know, early in his career, the difficulty with the outside shot, his game was more about toughness. But like most smart veterans, he extended his range so he could live to play a little longer, which he certainly has.
And it's slammed in by Davis.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it. And, you know, going back to Caron Butler, he became a complete offensive player at the height of his career. I mean, he improved his ball handling so he could get his shot off from any place on the court. His pull-up, mid-range jumper, cash money. And in a couple of years, he averaged nearly 5 assists a game.
Now, here's Cousins. Here's Valanciunas. And that misses. That would have put him up.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
And when you talk about Caron Butler, I think the progression of his skill set proves that you can do anything you put your mind to. I mean, this is a guy who's shown what dedication and hard work really mean, and it's made him into one of the best small forwards in our game for a stretch of his career.
Shot's good by Iguodala. And Denver decides to take their first time out here. And though he's been working on his offensive skills, defense and rebounding are Valanciunas' bread and butter. That was the case with him when he was playing in Lithuania club, and it's the case now.
It still sure is the case. I mean, it's hard to find a guy with his combination of size, athleticism, and fluidity. Just a tad over aggressive at times, but I'd rather have to turn a guy down than to turn him up.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here.
And watching Valanciunas rebound, it's clear he has all the tools. Great anticipation, really looks to box out. Strong vertical, might just need to add some strength to become a perennial 10-rebound-a-game guy.
For the Nuggets, Crabbe comes in for Caron Butler. And Anthony Morrow subbed in for Aaron Aflalo. Nuggets have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second.
And for Valanciunas, he's been working on his defensive consistency. Last year, he actually increased his blocks per game while lowering his fouls per game. That's a big step forward in his development.
Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
He's really starting to ramp it up now, getting involved in the offense here after being held without a point in the first.
The drive by Iguodala. And he gets the bucket. Iguodala's got 4 this quarter.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. He made it look easy that time.
Thinking about DeMarcus Cousins, Clark, when he was selected, people questioned whether he could stay out of trouble. Many doubted that, he could, but he has stayed clean really since day one.
Yeah, going back 5 years ago, a beat writer actually had the audacity to say he would end up in jail at some point. But Cousins has proved him and others wrong.
For Denver, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. Shooter passes to Cousins. Morrow, no good.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take. He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
No good from Cousins. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Milwaukee on top. They're up by 3. And we'll get going after this from the BMO Harris Bradley Center. Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far.
Well, DeMarcus Cousins in this one, he has 8 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Bucks. They've got Iguodala. Brook Lopez is out there with Davis. Then it's DeMarre Carroll. And it's Curry in at the point. Now here's Schroeder. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
He was on that pass in a flash, read it, reacted, and then picked it up.
And Carroll gets it to go.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Schroeder kicks to Cousins. Another shot. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Now here's Curry. He dishes it to Lopez. Iguodala's drive. The feet to Carroll. Lopez kicks to Curry. Dishes to Davis. Iguodala wide open. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Iguodala's got the lead up to 6 now for Milwaukee. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. And that one's good. Here's Curry. Iguodala outside. Outside for Curry. Iguodala dishes to Curry. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And Steph Curry, 6'3" and about 195. I mean, a slender frame. You look back to high school and college, and that was one of the question marks. Did he have the strength to succeed?
Kevin Garnett, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Brian Roberts comes in for Dennis Schroeder. Garnett, the pass to Butler. Back to Garnett. And there's another one for the Nuggets. And speaking of Curry's slight build, he's worked up and bulked himself. He's added some muscle. He even got up to 200 pounds, I think he said. But he didn't feel real good, Clark, at that weight.
Yeah, it's not about the weight, Kevin. It's about strength. You need it to fight through screens and attack the rim. And he's clearly put on the strength he needs to play at his highest level.
So it's Denver now. After the three-pointer from Andre Iguodala. Follow again, it's Curry. Here's Cousins. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Cutting into that lead a little bit.
Still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Lopez drives in. Got a piece of it. And here comes the break. Here's Roberts. Carroll covering. Butler kicks to Afflalo. Can't hit. And Milwaukee the other way now.
Yeah, good tough D there to get a hand up and force that miss.
That's example number 1 of why he is such a strong defensive player and why he has such a great defensive reputation.
Denver calls timeout. Well, I'm sure you guys have heard this, that the nickname that has been given to DeMar Carroll, the Junkyard Dog, I think it's apropos. Kid drafted out of Missouri back in the 2009 draft.
Yeah, and he actually had to show perseverance to hang around as he bounced around a bit. But I think he's found a home now.
Alan Crabb, he's checked in for the Nuggets.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
And Carroll, an energy player who's developed a reliable three-point stroke. I mean, he can also hurt you in transition. He's got terrific size and athleticism, and he also really knows how to play without the basketball.
Here's Cousins.
That is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on now. And
Carroll, by advanced stats, one of the most productive small-to-a-point threat He still has an instinct for cutting to the rim off the ball when his defender turns his head. I mean, one of the things I think that allows his team to be so good is his understanding of how to play the game.
Sure that you don't give a chance for and one.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Davis. World Peace comes in, and it's up. Switcher also for Denver. Anthony Morrow's checked in for Aaron Aflalo. Exum dishes to World Peace. Lopez kicks to Stevenson. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
And Lance Stevenson really couldn't find minutes in Charlotte last season. Ended up sitting out a lot of games as a DNP CD. Not the start he wanted with the new team.
Valanciunas, he's checked in for Denver. And for Stevenson, to his credit, he took the benching in stride. He knew he just wasn't a good fit at times.
Yeah, and his coach, Steve Clifford, was upfront about it, and I thought did a nice job handling that. Clifford said he wanted Stevenson as a Hornet, but just couldn't find a unit with which to make it work.
Feeds to Ilyasova. Exum passes to Villar. Kicks it out to Stevenson. And there's the pass to Villar. That is good.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
And a wide-open look for Valanciunas. Offline with the baseline jumper. And Stevenson, the bucket on the assist by World Peace. And now it's a 12-point Milwaukee lead. Here's Roberts. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently, neither did the defenders.
Now, here's Exum. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Here's Moore. Finished off the break.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Here's Ilyasova. Over to the wing. Outside for World Peace. Three from Stevenson.
And that's just terrific positioning on his part to get that board. I mean, he might not have the size, but his basketball IQ
and we've watched three so far in this one. Bucks lead by 8. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. For the Milwaukee Bucks, they come in off the loss to the Suns. And Denver will start the fourth quarter. Dennis Schroeder is out there with a foul. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins.